sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Commanders, and it comes your way next.
Come on, baby. Get
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. And we've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Third and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go again with Garendo. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He's got his man, the rookie from Florida. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Has some room inside the 30. Wadarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. 1st and 10 for Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd down, here's Garendo. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Moody's kick is good. And the Niners are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready now for their 2nd drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. 3rd down coming up.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. And he will take it in himself. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders move out to a 7-3 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. He'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. We are through 1. It's the Commanders with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Second and 7. Purdy works out of the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on 4th down, the Aussie Mitch Wishnowsky out to punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 44. Renardo Green there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Purdy on 1st down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground You break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's hauled in once again, it's Ayuk. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Again in the air for Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Over the top, he's got it. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are on top. It's now 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders are on top. It's 14-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Niners offense gonna take over just before the half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They face second down and 7. Now Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him. into this third quarter, they just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Here's 1st and 10. Daniels going to keep this himself. Now the pitch to Eckler. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's 2nd and 9. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. Second down and 8. Purdy to throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. Making the read and keeping it. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got a man. That's Kittle. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, 49ers.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, it's McCaffrey. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. You're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still first down.
Now it is first and goal. Purdy works out of the pistol. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here now, second down and goal. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line, And here comes 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Taking up, and he will score. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. On target, got it to McLaurin. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Looking to Samuel on the out route.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
It is 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still 1 timeout left. The final minute, 1st and 10. A pass complete to Noah Brown.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here comes 2nd down. Daniels gonna throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's gonna continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Throwing again, Daniels. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
To the air again is Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5. Big play. 3rd and goal coming up. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
You could just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Here we go. One final play. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.